7, Bralita. In school, we always hear our teachers say that don't go outside because if something will happen to you, I'll be the one who's going to be liable for that. So in this case, we will discuss accountability of school. So what is accountability? Accountability is the obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for one's action. So in education, accountability is the theory that may be held responsible for students' achievement, for students' improvement, rather. So also, we have two aspects of accountability. The first one is the moral accountability, and the second one is the legal accountability. So when we say moral accountability, it is based on a sense of responsibility, a feeling that one is responsible to one's client. So that is why in school, the teachers are responsible for the students, and the teachers are responsible also for his or her colleagues. So all of the people, all of the key elements in the school are accountable for one another. Next is the legal accountability. So when we say legal accountability, it is being responsible to one's employers in terms of fulfillment of terms of employment. So, we also have levels of accountability. So we have learned in the previous discussion or previous lessons that every individual in an organization, they play an important role for that institution or for that organization to be successful. So the levels in the accountability means, in this context means that the levels of attitudes and behaviors towards the hierarchy of structures from highest position to the lowest position. So first level is the attitude towards upper management. So in a school, we have a principal, and the most important responsibility of the principal and the manager of school is that to establish good relationship between the higher authority. Yes, it is really important to build a good relationship, right? So that we will not encounter problems, we don't have this disagreement. So if we have good relationship to the upper management, everything will go smoothly. Next is the behaviors with workers. We all know that an organization, for an organization to be successful is to have a good relationship to one another. So also they have to work properly according to their position. But we have to be very just. Example, you are the principal and you are not treating your co-workers just. So what will happen? Thus, the organization will not properly work. You will have different point of views, you will have different accountability. So it is really important to build good relationship. Next is the behavior related to schools. So we all know that communication is the key to success, right? Especially in an organization. The principal, for instance, in a school, the principal and the manager are accountable or responsible remain to contact continuously with other groups and workers. Why? Because continuous communication with your workers will help or will give you will give you idea or information on how the school is working. Do they have problems? Do they lack in materials, the resources? So that's why it is really important for the principal and all of the people in an organization to have communication continuously. So just like in a relationship, if you don't communicate every single day or if you don't communicate at a certain period of time, of course, you will separate your ways now kasi you're not building good relationship, you don't talk about things, how how are you doing, how things go, if things goes well. So just like in a relationship, that's how also it works in an organization. Communication is key. So that's for the levels of accountability. Now let's talk about the characteristics of accountability. First, it is a multidimensional concept. Next, it is goal-oriented activity. Next, it is related to the all-round development of students. Next, evaluation is an integral part of educational accountability. And lastly, it contributes to the improvement of the society economically, socially, and politically. Yes, we all know that school is an institution, so it mirrors the norms, the values of the broader society. So if the state implemented a law of or set national standards, so the school have to follow it. So putting schools in an accountability system includes a range of mechanisms, from simply requiring the school and district to report on the progress to policymakers and the public, to placing consequences towards for high performances and sanctions for poor performances measures. We will discuss some problems in an accountability